How's everybody doing? Better than me, I assume? The bottom line, the football game came down to 3 plays that were the difference in the game. Number 1 was the block punt. Number 2 was the 72-yard touchdown pass, and then number 3 was the ruling that Stone fumbled the ball when he was going in to score, and that was a difference in the football game. I mean, take those 3 plays away or just minimize the damage, and it's we win the game by 10 points. But unfortunately, those plays happen. On the block punt, they overloaded the interior. We should have checked on the field. We have a check-in to roll the punter, which we do on a regular basis. We roll. We got a young guy in the shield that didn't make the call, so I got to coach that better. We got to coach that better to make him confident to do that. On the deep pass, Lance Boykin, went for the ball. He wasn't in position to try to knock the ball down. What he should have done was made the tackle on it. You saw Geronda Hall in the first play of the game. He got beat, and instead of diving for the ball, he ran him down and tackled him. We held him to a field goal. And then on the touchdown, I thought I watched the replay. They showed it 2 or 3 times. I thought he was across the line. The ball only has to break the plane of the white on the field side. It doesn't have to cross the line. It just has to break the plane. And I thought it clearly did. I was standing with the line judge. He said, "We're just waiting for confirmation, Coach." I thought it was a touchdown. And there was enough video evidence. It wasn't as if there wasn't, and they ruled that it was not. But those were the 3 biggest plays in the game that were the difference. If you just looked at this game without knowing the score statistically, you would think we won the game. We had the edge in turnovers. We dominated the time of possession and the plays. We had the ball for 13 more minutes than they did. We ran 16 more plays than they did. We were +1 in turnovers. We won the third down, the conversions on third down. Our defense was dominant tonight on those plays other than just a couple, and unfortunately we didn't do enough to win the game. And I'll take questions.
You were missing Laha and Eric and Salvadori. How much did that inch your offense? How much did that hurt you?
Yeah, I mean it's certainly an impact when you lose 3 really good football players, especially Nick, because we don't have the depth right now at the offensive line that we do at the other positions. And Brandon Smith went in, James Fagan went in. They battled their tails off. We struggled to protect the quarterback. We struggled to run the ball tonight. With that being said, I thought Stone played a gutsy game. He was courageous out there. He got hit on a regular basis. He never backed down. Completed 67% of his passes, and if you take out the sacks in this game, he rushes for over 100 yards. So we're going to win a lot of football games with him at quarterback. He's a good player, and he proved how tough he is tonight.
Bobby, you mentioned the call on Smart's touchdown. Given when it occurred, you were going to pull within 1. You get the ball to start the second half. Do you think that made it even more of a swing, momentum swing?
Yeah, I think that was the biggest turning point in the game. I do, because that was also third down. So even if they had ruled he was down, I thought if anything they were going to say, Ed, that his knee was down because it was before he extended the ball. I thought they were going to bring the ball back, and if they didn't give us a touchdown, make it 4th and goal on the 1. But yeah, that was without a doubt the most critical turning point in the football game.
Did the officials explain to you why they made the call after they did? Did you talk to them about it?
I talked to the line judge on my side, but it's hard for those guys to get information because it's the referee talking upstairs. But I believe the call, correct me if I'm wrong, was a ruling on the field stands. So it was not confirmed, which generally my experience with that, Harry, is that means they didn't feel like they had enough video evidence to overturn it and call it either a touchdown or he's down on the play. That's what stands means. They didn't confirm the call on the field, and it's unfortunate. That's 2 years in a row that's happened to us on critical plays against this football team.
Anything else? else for Coach?
Yeah.
Coach, was there a reason why you guys couldn't run the ball? Were they loading up? Putting too many men in the box on you?
Yeah, it was a combination of that. It was, losing our starting right tackle. That certainly hurt us in the football game, not being able to do that. And one of the things you need to be able to do in order to run the ball effectively is you got to be able to throw it. You got to be able to get some play action going on first down, get the ball down the field, threaten them deep. And they loaded the box. They played a lot of 8-box on us, which also affected our ability to run the ball. It was encouraging to see the long pass we got at the end of the game to Nigel Fitzgerald. We haven't had a long pass down the field this year, and that'll help develop his confidence. He's a young player, develop the quarterback's confidence and the other receivers, but that's a part of our game that needs to improve. When we throw the ball better, we'll run the ball better. We won't see as much 8-box.
You guys, to become bowl eligible, need to go 5-3 in the league.
Yeah, I'm not thinking at all about bowl eligibility right now. I'm thinking about going 1-0 in Conference USA. I just told the players in the locker room the non-league's over, and right now we're 0-0 in Conference USA, and all that matters right now to this football team is getting a win next Saturday against Western Kentucky, because that changes everything, Harry. Then we're 1-0 in the league, and that's what this is all about right now. The non-league is over. We played 3 tough football games in a row. Virginia Tech and Virginia. I think you'd say we were huge underdogs, and we weren't supposed to even be competitive in those games, and we were. This football game was supposed to be a close football game. It was. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get a win in the last 3, but now it's all about Conference USA. And all that matters is going 1-0 next week against Western Kentucky.
How do you think your kids are, they like you said, they played 3 really tough games and lost all 3. What are their spirits like now? How did you read the locker room?
They're disappointed. They're really disappointed. They felt like they should have won tonight, and that's the biggest thing. It's not as if in the last 3 we're sitting here 1-3. It's not as if in the last 3 weeks we've felt like we had no shot to win. We felt like we should have won all 3 games the last 3 weeks, and they're disappointed in that. They're really disappointed. They got a little bit shook, Harry, in the first half when the Boo Birds came out. That was a little hard on them. I had to address that with them at halftime and explain to them, when the crowd boos, they're booing me. They're not booing you when they do that. And it was usually when it was 3rd and 11 or 12, and we're running the ball. Last week we run the ball on 3rd and 12, and Keyshawn Strong gains 13, gets first down. So it's not as if we're not trying to get the first down. It's a calculated decision, especially as much after losing Sal as the quarterback was getting hit. We got to be smart right now because we're trying to develop a lot of things on offense. And, that shook them a little bit in the first half, but, I addressed it with them. I said anytime there's a boo coming out of the crowd, they're booing me. They're not booing you. So you just play football. And when we started to play better in the second half and got the thing close, the crowd was awesome. They got into it. They got loud. And, our biggest challenge right now is keep giving them reasons to cheer. That's what we got to do. Give them reasons to be behind us.
Do you expect Lala or Nkuma to be back next week?
I do, yeah. I expect both of them will be back 100%. They both could have played tonight. It's just one of those things, Brian, where, Eric had a hip pointer, and that's painful. And when you're a receiver, it's hard to run. And Lala was his ankle, which same thing. It's really hard to cut. He was dressed out. He was ready to go. We just didn't want to put him in that spot. And Herslow had a shoulder, and I expect he'll be back next week as well. I'm hopeful Salvaderi will just be a couple weeks, and we'll get him back because he's playing good football for us.
Anything else for Coach?
Coach, question on Marcus Jordan, 4-year guy in your program, was developed from North Carolina. How important is that to have a kid like that buy into his role?
Oh, he's playing good football for us. I really like the way Marcus is playing. All the tight ends, they're getting a lot better. But Marcus has improved tremendously from last year to this year. Playing really good football. He's blocking better than he ever has. He's catching the ball well. He caught the ball well tonight. But he's going to be a very good football player for us.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Definitely, they keyed in on our run game. I was saying out there, we kind of switched from Virginia last week. We started off really fast, couldn't finish. This game, we came out really slow, and that kind of hurt us. And then trying to get back in the second half was kind of too late. But I'll say they keyed in on our run game, and just if we just key in on each of us doing our little things right, our own job, we're gonna be good.
Do you think you crossed the goal line there on that play there in the end zone?
Yeah, actually, yeah, my knee was down before I extended the ball. My knee was down, but you know, it is what it is. It's on me. I shouldn't have even risked the ball like that. So that's completely on me.
So you're saying you were down? You felt you were down?
Yes.
So the ball did cross the plane. I'm just trying to, you got the ball over?
Yeah, I believe I got the ball over. And it just, at the end, ripped it out.
The first pick in the fourth quarter, you're trying to throw that one away, then you're kind of flushed out to the right.
Yep,
You just
yeah.
bumped it.
Trying to do too much. Got out of the pocket, just trying to really extend the play. I just got to know when to do and when to not, and that was a poor decision by me.
Lawrence, they didn't get a lot going offensively. They hit some big plays. You guys hadn't given up really many long passes all year. Did you know that was something they were going to try to do? He looks like he wasn't really accurate, but he did hit some big shots.
Oh, of course. You know, we knew that, you know, they would struggle running the ball on us. So we, you know, Coach Blackwell warned us they're going to take a shot here and there sometimes. So we just have to be prepared for it. And, you know, sometimes we made a play and sometimes they made a better play. So.
Stone, you came out here from California, and I know you have family here today. What's it like to have your family around the place while you play out here?
That's everything to me. Having that support, strong foundation from my family. Just really, the support means the world.
Lawrence, you guys really stepped up in that second half defensively. How did it feel when you laid that guy and got a nice hit on him?
I don't even know. I felt like I was just doing my job. You know, nothing really. You know, I was excited to make a play for the defense, but you know, Coach Blackwell called up a blitz. You know, I came free, so I just did what I had to do. But for the team, you know, it was definitely a momentum shift. You know, it was huge for getting a third down stop like that, and then getting the ball back to the offense. So that was all we were worried about on defense, is getting the ball back to the offense.
So now ready for you to get into conference play?
Well, we're ready. You know, coming off preseason 1-3, it's not really what we wanted, but finally getting the chance to get this Conference USA rolling and just feel like we could really lock in on each other. Well, defense is playing tremendous right now. We'd be able to assist them, get our stuff right this week, and get ready for Western Kentucky.
What about you, Lawrence?
Conference play?
Yeah.
It's just another game. You know, we got to do what we got to do. The goal is to win, so we just got to prepare like, you know, any other team and go out there. And it's just more important because now we're competing for a conference title at this point. So, you know, the emphasis and, you know, playing a clean game is going to be even, you know, more throughout this week.